Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ijaz Ahmed. I'm from Kashmir. I'm working in Mumbai now. When I try to present Islam to non-Muslims, I find most of them receptive and they want to know more. But there are some people who don't show any interest and sometimes they become angry. How to deal such people and present Islam to them again and again?
Most of your non-Muslim friends are receptive. Some are not receptive. Some get angry. Or some don't want to listen. Some don't pay heed. So brother, if people who don't pay heed, you should use a technique in which they will ask you questions on Islam. For example, normally, if you tell a friend that, oh brother John or Amu, I want to speak to you about Islam. Please give me 5 minutes. Mostly the answer will be no. So you have to use a technique. Or you said that when you speak to non-Muslim, they don't listen, they don't hear. So you have to use a technique. You have to instigate them to make you ask questions on Islam. For example, just a simple situation that I was in a non-Muslim atmosphere while in a medical college, and the atmosphere of medical college is the most so-called modern, I don't consider it modern, but immodest you could say. And there when we used to have a lunch, I just used to make a passing remark that if some men are not allowed to marry more than one woman, women as a whole cannot live modestly in the world. So the person eating stops. The Zakir. What do you mean if some men in the world are not allowed to marry more than one woman, women as a whole can't live modestly? I talk about polygamy. I said, see brother, if you want the answer, I want 10 minutes. 10 minutes, I'll give you 20 minutes. Thinking that, now we'll pull a fast one. Talking about polygamy. So now I'm instigating him to ask a question, and when he asks the question, I said, see, 10 minutes, I'll give you 20 minutes. Now, when he's asking me for time, he's paying attention now. And then the answer is behind my back. My mind, it is there. And I start the tape recorder. With modulation, everything, So, how to instigate is important. So, you drive a car is fine. If you don't know how to start, what is the use of your driving? If you don't know where the ignition key is, what is the use of your driving? So, you should know how to start. So, knowledge is important. Being a good driver is important. How to start the car is also important. So, here there are techniques which we give in the Dawah training program. How to instigate a non-Muslim to ask you questions on Islam. For example, in the college atmosphere where the atmosphere is immodest and eavesdropping is very common, we just have to make a passing remark. That suppose your friend is teasing a girl. So just ask me a question, what if someone teases your sister? If someone teases my sister, haath tod dunga, pair tod dunga, I'll break his neck. I said, why? If someone teases your sister, you want to break his neck, break his leg, break his hand, and you're teasing somebody your sister, arey yaar, wo to aisi ladki hai. So then they start justifying. Oh, that girl is like that girl is trying to indicate. Back of my mind, I want to talk about hijab. But if I say I want to talk about hijab, you won't give me a hearing. So you should know how to instigate. How to dawah is a different technique. If you're traveling in a bus and the person sitting next to you is a stranger, after 10 minutes you'll get down. If you don't know dawah, the opportunity is lost. You may never meet him in your full life. So you can't tell, okay, brother Joe, I want to talk to you about Islam. Now we have 10 minutes. Ask a simple question. What is the cross you are wearing? Back of my mind was Jesus Christ crucified, peace be upon him. But how to start is a technique. So that inshallah when you do the training or you go to our website, irf.net, these are the ways. And same, if they're not listening, make them interested. If they get violent, how to turn the tables over is a technique. Like what they say, most of the time, according to me, the best is agree and prove them wrong. Someone tells me 2 plus 2 is equal to 5. I said, fine. Here take 2,000, give me 5,000. He said, no. No, this is a technique. Agreeing and proving them wrong. And sometimes what they say is right, like Juma Art din, Juma Art din hue. Okay, Prophet said, same day bhi karo, same ghante mein karo. Many a times the best is what they tell. Agree and prove them wrong if you can do. That's not the only style, huh? Many a times if you're not conversant, then you'll fall in the ditch more. So if you experience and you know how to do it, inshallah, that's very easy. Hope that's the question.